Christy, I am going to read your energetic signature. And so when I went into your energy field, I saw you in a different timeline as a blue avian. And if you're not familiar with that, that is a type of starseed from a different planet. And they are this type of humanoid bird being. They have this blue, beautiful, iridescent skin. They can be different colors, however, but the most often that you see them depicted is that blue version of self. They are an avian species who are very much focused on healing, healing self and healing others. I highly recommend doing a little bit of a deep dive on the blue avian starseeds, because I have a feeling that if you do, it's going to very deeply resonate as you were one in a different timeline. And you had these really big, beautiful wings. Okay, so when you spread them out, you have these feathers that go down really far, and you had light language that was encoded on them, like scripting, and also Arabic, which I thought was really interesting. And so I don't know if you have any type of synchronistic connection with Arabic texts, but that might be coming down your soul contract as well. But then when I was asking this blue avian version of yourself if there was any type of wisdom or advice that they could impart to you, before they started showing me the next thing here, they showed me a hawk. And hawks in shamanism are representative of having keen perception. They're able to see very far away, but not necessarily just with their physical eyes, but seeing the very finite things within self or within others, just knowing the answers. So this leads me to believe that you're a very self-aware person and you are very good at helping other people figure out what is going on in their lives. It is something that you naturally do, intuitively do, but you always know the right thing to say because you can always see it. Anytime that we have a power animal come forward like this to help you during a certain chapter of your life, I recommend doing a guided meditation. You can go on YouTube and find them. Just type in hawk spirit animal. Because they are part of the aviary system as well, they can help you have some more downloads and insights about this different timeline version of self. What was really cool is I saw you make this kind of triangle with your wings and like this, and you could put persons, okay, different beings or human beings, if you will, inside of your wings, and the light language and the Arabic texts that you had on there was permeating through their energy fields or auric fields or chakra fields, and it was helping them heal. And because you have this type of hawk energy about you, not only do you have the right answers for clarity and guidance for others, but you know the right frequencies to send to them for their healing journey. And afterwards, I started diving into the ocean and I said, oh, what are we doing here? Because my energy body was a representative of yours in this case. And your higher self said, we are searching for something. And I said, what are we searching for? And she said, the depths of self. So I can tell that you have done an immense amount of shadow work. Like that is probably a hyperfixation of yours, which it is mine as well, and we're just always trying to figure self out. However, there's different phases in our ascension journey, and sometimes that digging energy and like uprooting things is really necessary because we're experiencing so much heaviness and we've been through a lot of PTSD and trauma. However, your higher self said, sometimes we're diving where we don't need to dive, like picking at things that don't need to be picked at, and it kind of feels like we're still struggling is not the right word, but it's just kind of like an uphill battle. And your higher self said we're done with that phase for right now. Like, it'll circle back around because life is a cycle. But you are in the phase now where you can just let things naturally come up. Like this is where we want to step into a life of ease and grace. And I know it doesn't always feel that way, but sometimes we have to give ourselves that permission slip. Like, we have been so used to survival and scarcity and just working so hard and diligently to relieve ourselves of the heaviness and the PTSD and trauma. But your higher self said we already done all the hard work. Not all the hard work, you know what I mean, but for this phase. And can we just, instead of diving, can we have a nice swim in the ocean and let things come to us naturally when they are supposed to, and not be like grinding so hard trying to find the things, because they're going to come up regardless. And again, when we're at the beginning stages, we need to have more of that searching energy. But you are in this place and space now where it's like, I'm just going to live life, and whatever comes up that's supposed to, it's going to, and then I'll work on it when it comes up. Okay. Because when you're constantly digging for negative frequencies within self, and when I say negative, I don't mean like good or bad or anything, just trying to uproot things, it's really heavy work to do that. And if you have done the majority of that already, maybe it's time to give yourself a break. Okay? Having fun is also a form of shadow work, especially if you didn't get to have a lot as a child, or you were punished for it, or you had a lot of responsibilities, or you were just never really able to sit within happiness and joy and peace. That's the phase we in right now. There will be a time in the future where that digging energy is needed again, but we need to see all the work that we have done and celebrate that, and honor ourselves and respect ourselves with allowing ourselves to take a break and taking things as they come. Then I asked your energy body if there was anything else that she wanted to show me. And she was like, yeah, I want to show you my inner sanctuary. And I was like, oh, beautiful. I would love to see. And so she took me to this room, and the room was very small and kind of constricted. And I said, oh, okay. And I said, I want to see this how she's seeing this, like through her lenses. And so I looked through her eyes, and it was so cute. It was like this bohemian kind of hippie-esque room, very good vibes, good vibrations. And so she was seeing it almost like, let's just equate it to like a mansion. Okay. But however, I was seeing it as like kind of this smaller room. And I asked her higher self why we were seeing it in different lenses. And your higher self said, because sometimes you don't dream big enough. Like, you only think that you are worthy and deserving or capable of like this, when actually it's here in infinity and beyond. Okay. Like Buzz Lightyear says. And so your higher self was saying that this is the phase. I know I keep on saying phase, but this is a phase of your life where we really need to be outdoing self, okay, with what we believe and think that we are capable of, because it is so much more from what point you are right now. Now, the reason that we have been constricting a little bit is probably because of like PTSD and trauma, or you having people in your life that also dream really small. It probably has to do a lot with the people that you surround yourself with. And so we need to be finding some mentors and some guides that are living in the life that we want to live, or at least teaching us what is possible. Okay, I have to do that too, just so you know, because I don't, in my physical place around me, I don't have a ton of high vibrational beings. A lot of my friends are like online or live in different states and things, and so I have to make sure I really focus on surrounding myself with people online when I can that are always super positive and forward thinking, and what's the next thing that I can do, how can I grow and expand. But I also find a lot of people like on YouTube to look up to, like people that are living more in the spiritual etheric realms, or they're coaches or mentors and guides, and they're living these super incredible fabulous life. I live one too, and I'm sure you do too, but just far extending past what our personal experiences in the here and now, because that gives me a lot of confidence and self-esteem of, oh, if they're doing it, I can do it too. Because I know that I am capable of whatever I put my mind to, just like you. But we need to expand the container. Okay, we need to dream bigger. We need to expand our wings, if you will, your blue avian wings. And so I want to thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope you have a super magical day.